Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
12 seconds remaining, Jackson. Tiger open!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Hello, and thank you for joining us at Cherokee High School, where today we will watch a matchup between the Shawnee Renegades and the Cherokee Chiefs in the South Jersey Group 4 Championship game. I'm Scott Mitchell, joined by Scott Klausner.
Hey, Scott.
Scott, what can we expect from today's game?
From Shawnee, I guess you could say the unexpected. They knock off the 3 seed. They knock off the 6 seed. They knock off the 2 seed. All that's left now is the number 1 seed. But that's a really good top seed. I look for an exciting game here today on LDTV.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a good one, so stick around.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Main Street Auto. Automotive services you've counted on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Welcome back to Cherokee High School. We're just a few minutes from getting underway in today's South Jersey Group 4 final. I'm Scott Mitchell, joined by Scott Klausner.
You know, Scott, one of these teams expected to be here, I'm sure. Cherokee, the number 1 seed. They've only lost once all year. There's no doubt that this is what they've played all season for, to get home court advantage for the South Jersey Group 4 final. They've got it. Now, the other question now is, did Shawnee expect to be here? Not when you're a 14 seed, as we talked about, but they have gone on the best run of basketball that they have all year. They are on a roll, and a team that's on a roll is very, very dangerous. The belief that they have now that they can go out and beat anybody in this field has been realized by beating, as I said, the number 2, the number 3, and the number 6 seeds along the way.
Absolutely. Shawnee's been described as a Cinderella story throughout the playoffs this year, and absolutely are living up to that name the whole season long. I mean, just going out and winning games that they really shouldn't even have been in, Scott. I mean, they're just playing unbelievably the last few games. And on that note, it's now time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the game, providing millions of customers with life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. The first key today is going to be for Shawnee. They need to contain junior forward Alexa Tarian.
That's easier said than done. One game, Alexa Tarian outscored the opposition, in the entire point total of their opponent. They've got to work hard on her. They can't get into foul trouble on it. She's going to get her points. It's not a question of, it's a question of how many she gets. And if the Renegades can do a good job of holding her down off the scoreboard, I think they've got a real good opportunity here today.
And the next key is going to be for Cherokee. They need to play great defense today.
That possibly could mean stopping number 55, Nia Scott, who when she gets hot and that shot's working, you better get a hand up in her face and contest her shot. If not, it's going to be a long day for the Chiefs.
Both teams today need to take care of the ball.
I think this is especially true for Shawnee. You don't want to give Cherokee free possessions, okay? And by free possessions, I mean when you have the ball well in hand and you make the bad pass, the turnover, something like that. Take care of the ball. If you have to slow down the offense to limit the times Cherokee has the ball on offense, then you do that as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you can feel the energy in this building right now, Scott. You know, we have two pretty much crosstown rivals.
Absolutely. Playing
each other in a Group 4 final. I mean, I don't think either team expected to face each other in the playoffs this year.
I don't think so. I mean, like I said, for Shawnee to get here, they had to go through, and 3 games on the road, no home games, going into hostile environment. So normally I would say coming in here is a decided advantage for Cherokee. It is a bit of an advantage. It's a home court, it has to be. But they've already beaten 3 higher-seeded teams in their gyms.
Shawnee's been hot on the road.
This is a team that I don't think fears much right now. They've got nothing to lose, as the old expression goes.
Absolutely. I would say almost all the pressure's on Cherokee today.
You would think. You know, Cherokee's come so close the last few years in the South Jersey Group 4 final, and it hasn't happened a couple of times when they thought it should. This is one where everybody, and I mean almost everybody except somebody that's wearing the, what is it, Columbia blue?
Columbia blue.
Columbia blue. Anybody that's not wearing Columbia blue, I think today, thinks this game is going to easily go to Cherokee, and I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, no matter what, I think it's going to be a great game today. I'm almost predicting now, though, that I think Shawnee's going to give more of a fight than people are giving them credit for, just because they're on such a roll right now. Let's take it to the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Madison Miller with the report.
Thanks, guys. Tonight's going to be such an amazing game. I had the chance to speak with Shawnee's head coach, Chrissy McGovern. Shawnee has beaten the 2nd seed, the 3rd seed, and the 6th seed to get here tonight. She said that winning those games gave her team such a great confidence and fearless attitude. In tonight's game, she needs her players to keep up with the ball, and some key players to look out for is Nia Scott, number 2, and Gia Flamini, number 55. I also had the chance to speak with Cherokee's head coach, Ron Powell. He says that he needs his players to keep up what they've been doing all season and playing their great defense. Some key players in Cherokee to look out for are number 4, Gabby Rosito, and Katie Fricker, who's number 10. That's all I have for you now. Back to you.
Great report there by Madison, getting a little insight from each of the coaches. So that, you know, they know what's at stake here. This is a game. These are 2 teams that know each other. They've already played twice this year. They played twice a year for the last 750 years, it seems like, since I was in school here, which is a long time ago, by the way. And so they know each other well. So now it comes down to who's going to execute better. That's what this is about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
is Cherokee the favorite? Absolutely. Has Shawnee been the underdog in every game they've won? Absolutely. So
yeah, and I mean,
you're not going to see any tricks here today. Okay.
And Scott, you've seen different this year, especially huge rivalry between Cherokee and Shawnee. On that note, we're going to send it to a break. We'll be right back with the start of today's game.
Hey, son. So, you're turning 13, becoming a man. Your hormones are surging, starting to notice the girls. You know, maybe your body's doing some funny things. So, you want to talk? Or we could talk about drugs.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs.
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to Cherokee High School, where we are just a few moments away from the South Jersey Group 4 final getting underway between the Shawnee Renegades and the Cherokee Chiefs. I'm Scott Mitchell, joined by Scott Glausner.
Well, they've introduced the lineup. We've played the anthem. There's only one thing left, and that's today's opening tip-off.
There you can see the Lady Chiefs getting ready to start this game. Cherokee headed by number 45, Alexa Tarian, the junior forward, who, as we were talking about earlier, has just been playing amazing so far this season.
All year long. And has been complimented by the other girls, the other young ladies around her really, really well this year. Shawnee, it's a team effort.
Absolutely. Everybody contributes.
I mean, it's a cliche to say, you know, this is a team, but this really is. Yeah. I mean, Nia Scott as a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Has been
unbelievable. Yeah.
But it's still a team concept. Yeah. And both teams are, but you know what I mean. You don't have this bright spotlight like Miss Tarian does.
Shawnee, you have a lot of people rotating in and out the whole game. You know, the starting lineup isn't the lineup that plays the whole game. You got a lot of people floating in and out. Taking the tip off for Shawnee, Nia Scott. Taking the tip off for Cherokee, Alexa Tarian. Here we go, getting underway now in the South Jersey Group 4 championship game.
Tarian against Nia Scott with the play-by-play, Scott Minshaw.
Balls up, Tarian wins it. It comes back. That's to Apostar. Apostar takes it across half court. She gets it, Flamini with the steal. Flamini will hold it around the arc. Flamini going in for two. Flamini puts two away. Gia Flamini, huge steal right off the bat. Walks it down, picks up 2 points for Shawnee.
I think Coach Powell was not happy that there was not a kick call on that.
Shawnee up 2-0. There's Cherokee for two. Cherokee misses. It comes back. Misses again. Shawnee's able to knock it out.
Two
comes
good
back
looks
up the
by
top
Tarian
to
and
Apostar.
Wilburn.
Apostar puts to Racinto. Racinto back to Apostar. Apostar over to her teammate. Back over to the corner to Racinto. Racinto back up top. Comes back up to the top to Apostar.
Real good rotational defense by the Renegades.
There's
nice
Tarian
underlook
to the
underneath.
front. Great pass by Tarian. That'll be put up by number 21, Kennedy Wilburn.
Real nice assist there.
Absolutely tied 2-2. There was a pass for Flamini. Flamini was looking first. Vicarelli wasn't able to connect. Cherokee will now take possession.
Well, there, Cherokee playing great defense, and Shawnee not taking care of the ball. Two early keys that we talked about.
And containing Tarian. She had that great pass there.
And as I said, the other ladies on the team, they're going to step up if they have to. Nice
There's
pass,
the look.
forward pass.
Quick passes.
Nice.
Tarian puts two away. 4-2 Cherokee. Quick pace to the game. Both teams just coming out.
Nice movement
as
without the ball
fast
by
as
Tarian
they can. There's
there.
another steal. There's two more. There's number 21, Kennedy Wilburn. Another two for her.
All right, now the Renegades break the press, though. And nice, there's back defense
That's
again
a great
by Kennedy
defensive play
Wilburn.
by Wilburn. I mean, Vicarelli had the lane wide open there.
All right, well, now they're in the front court, so they've had a breakaway, basically, you know, on the layup.
Very, very fast-paced today.
Now we'll see how Shawnee runs the half-court offense.
Vicarelli looked for it, didn't like what she saw, so she put it back out to Flamini. Flamini to Hine, comes back to Flamini.
She's playing a man-to-man defense. Screen
Looking
there
for
down low.
Vicarelli. Flamini puts out to
Good
Hine.
look.
Hine for three. Hine knocks down three. 5-6 Shawnee. 5-6 Cherokee. Cherokee starts to slow it down, taking their time.
Big three-pointer there for Hine.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
After a quick 6-point spurt by the Chiefs, they needed that bucket badly. Double team
Tarian,
underneath.
double team under the basket. Flamini comes up with another steal. Ball's loose. Cherokee's going to come away with it. Tarian gets it. Tarian trying to pass it out. She'll put it to
They'll
Wilburn.
start over again.
Wilburn will go up top to Apostar. Apostar to Rosito. Rosito to Tarian.
Quickly, two defenders collapsed on Tarian as soon as she turned and faced the basket.
That comes over to Fricker. Fricker. Tarian.
Again, cut off. Nice defense.
Renegade's doing a nice job of locking down Tarian so far today.
Erin Florio with a nice cutoff there of Tarian, who looked to drive to her right down the lane.
There's Rosito looking in front. They were looking for Tarian. Miscommunication, Shawnee's ball.
Yeah, that. She wasn't ready to receive. I don't think she was in the position that she wanted to get to, but the ball was delivered there ahead of when Tarian got there.
Cherokee, lots of offensive pressure. There's the pass out to Vicarelli. Vicarelli puts it back to Florio. Florio to Flamini. Flamini was looking for Nia Scott. Pass wasn't there. So she put it back to Florio. Florio to Nia Scott. Nia Scott quickly to Florio.
Not a backcourt
Shawnee's
because
ball,
it was touched by Cherokee when it was knocked across the timeline.
Smart play by Vicarelli to not touch that ball. Let it roll out. There's the pass to Flamini.
Kennedy Wilburn almost got that one a little earlier.
Here's Flamini. To Nia Scott. Up to Vicarelli. Vicarelli looking to see where she can go with it.
Close to a 5, and there it is. I was just going to say that's close to a 5.
Cherokee's ball.
Got to have that mental clock in your head, and most of these players do, but that was real good pressure along the sideline, using the sideline as an extra defender almost.
There's Olivia Kessler.
Oh, there was a screen and roll I think they missed there.
There's Fricker for 3. That one bounces off. Flamini will get the rebound. Flamini to Vicarelli. Vicarelli back up top to Flamini. Flamini to Florio. Florio down to Hine. Hine for 3. That's off. Will be taken over by Cherokee.
Olivia Kessler right into her hands.
Quick couple passes by Cherokee. 2 points for Cherokee. 8-5 Chiefs.
Gabby Racinto.
There's pass to Florio.
There's the trap again, and here it comes. Oh, but Florio,
Flamini
nice job getting it back. They battle to Kennedy Wilburn, and she is...
Nia Scott with the block.
Nice.
Yeah,
What a hustle back by Scott, because she was across the timeline.
Timeout, Shawnee.
That'll be a 30-second timeout by Coach McGovern.
I agree with that timeout, Scott. Calm everyone down a little bit.
Yeah, they're having trouble getting the ball
momentum
across.
shifting towards Cherokee a little bit right now.
They're having a little bit of trouble getting the ball across the timeline there after a made basket. That inbound Cherokee's pressure, that press is really ramped up today. And I think Coach McGovern's going to work on that after this timeout. Going to talk about what different ways to break that press, because they are really trapping it on the sideline and then looking for Shawnee to throw that pass to the middle, and Kennedy Wilburn's been there a couple times to knock that pass away.
I think Coach McGovern's probably telling her team right now, let's start to control the tempo of the game a little bit. They're more of a team that likes to play with a slower pace. They take right shots. You have shooters like Megan Hine, like Nia Scott, who, if they have an open shot, can hit it from pretty much anywhere in the offensive zone. So, Shawnee needs to start controlling the pace and not letting Cherokee dictate how fast this game is going. There's Tarian for 2. She puts 2 down. 10-5 Cherokee.
Tarian with 4, Kennedy Wilburn with 4. And here's the pressure again.
Long pass to Flamini. Flamini to Vicarelli.
That's a nice job.
That's a great pass there. That's out to Florio. Florio to Flamini. Flamini to Vicarelli.
That's a block. First personal foul going to be on Kennedy Wilburn. 21.
Haven't seen a lot of fouls today, Scott.
Nope, first personal foul, first team foul. And that was 5 minutes and 19 seconds into the game before we had our first foul.
Vicarelli up top to Hine. Hine looking for Vicarelli.
Nice.
Vicarelli for 2. She puts 2 down. It's going to make this 7-10. Great play by Hine and Vicarelli there. It's out to Fricker. Fricker to Kessler. It's a hustle for it. Jump ball. Cherokee will come away with it. Tarian puts it out up top. Jacinto comes back to her. Tipped by Florio.
Way to get, jumps into that passing lane. Just couldn't reach it before it went out of bounds.
Good effort to try to keep it in.
Absolutely. So 10-7 Cherokee lead here. Just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Cherokee definitely, I think, has the momentum right now. We've played a lot of this game in Shawnee's zone. There's Kessler to Tarian, back to Kessler. To Tarian.
Oh, nice play, good read.
Good defensive play.
Good read by Nia Scott there. Number 11, Christiana McFadden. Infinite Chiefs. Ball's loose on the court
There's
again.
Tarian for two.
Oh, a little strong, crashing the boards. Chiefs get it back again. Offensive rebounding has to improve, or in this case, defensive rebounding has to improve for Shawnee as this game goes on. That could be a long night.
Aaron Florio wasn't quite able to make the defensive play there. Cherokee will hold on to it. There's to Tarian.
I think this is their fourth possession on this drive, right? And they're going to get a foul on Nia Scott. Don't think she likes the call. And probably send it to the line for a pair.
Tarian will shoot two now. Tarian, this is the first. Definitely feels like a final, Scott. There's Tarian. Tarian makes the second. 11-7.
Here's the pressure again.
Flamini to
Nice
Florio.
job in the middle.
Quickly to
That's
Nia
good.
Scott. Back to Florio.
Now
to
they set their
Flamini.
offense quickly, moving the ball
For
to the
three.
corner.
Hine knocks down her second three-pointer of the game. Megan Hine, the sister of Sean Hine, another big three-point shooter for Shawnee.
11-10 now, so we got a ball game as we thought we might.
Yep.
Assuming the Chiefs will hold for one here with 24 to go.
That's one of Shawnee's strong points. I mean, as a basketball program, both boys and girls, is, three-pointers. Shawnee always has very good shooters, and like I was saying earlier, if they can take their time and wait for a shot that they like, Shawnee's very good at executing on opportunities.
Now we're down to 6, so now you've got to be,
There's the shot, and that one will go out. That's going to be Shawnee's ball.
Nah, deflected.
Next, we have the ball. We have the ball.
Shot was deflected.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh, no, they didn't. He pointed the other way. Never, my bad. This referee pointed that it was blocked. Yeah,
I think
I was going to say.
Some confusion.
Come on, Lex, go.
Well, you got a triple team Terry in
Yeah.
here. But the problem
That's
is you
where
got
the ball-
Wilburn
yeah.
underneath too. Let's see what kind of play Coach Powell designs with two. Not going to have a lot of time after you catch it. Got to foot it up. They do. And go!
And knocks it down. Wow.
Christiana McFadden ends the quarter on a very high note for
Wow.
the Chiefs. Again, they sagged in. You saw defensively,
Yeah.
they kind of boxed in around
Everyone
Wilburn
thought it was going
and
to Terry and
Terrian,
Wilburn.
and they kicked it out to the corner, and Christiana McFadden knocks down the three.
McFadden snuck away, no one on her. Got the shot up with the second left and knocked it down, making this 14-10. That's killer to the momentum of Shawnee. They were really starting to build something right at the end of that quarter. let's take another look at that with the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com.
You can see the defense collapsing there, and they forget all about McFadden.
McFadden wide open in the corner, knocks down the three. Putting this back into play for Shawnee starting off the second quarter will be number 14, Aaron Florio. Florio to Flamini. Flamini to Nia Scott. Nia Scott will get stripped by Alexa Tarian. Great defensive play by Tarian. Quick handoff to Kessler. Tarian. To Kessler. To McFadden. To Tarian. Tarian for two. Tarians won't drop.
Another offensive rebound.
Comes back up top to Fricker. Fricker to Kessler. And that one will go out of bounds.
No pressure after the non-made basket there,
No.
Interestingly enough.
That comes down to Scott. Scott to Vicarelli. Vicarelli was looking back for Scott. That one will be held inbound by the Chiefs.
Nice job by Tarian there to defend as the two leaders of the team, basically, maybe point-wise,
Yeah, I believe
are
so.
playing not only offensively but defensively against one another.
There's three.
That's
That
still
one
in
won't
play.
go. Shawnee will come down with the board.
Nice block out there
Yeah.
by the Renegades. They had three ladies down there blocking out so that the ball could not come off to a Cherokee defender.
Over to Hine. Hine to Flamini. Flamini to Nia Scott. Nia Scott over to Florio. Florio to Flamini. Comes back up top to Sienna Vicarelli. There she's driving. She goes for two.
Going to get the
She'll
foul
go call-
on
Yeah, she'll draw the foul.
Alexa Tarian, her first personal, second team foul on the Chiefs. Going to put Vicarelli at the line to shoot a pair.
Vicarelli will miss the first.
Avery Kessler checks in now, along with Gabby Racinto checks back in.
Vicarelli makes the second. 14-11. There's the look for Tarian. Tarian for two. Great
That's where
play
she
there.
wants to get,
Yeah.
down low on that block right there.
Yeah. Back to Florio. Florio to Flamini. She's looking for Vicarelli. She was looking for Davini. Wasn't there. Florio to Flamini. Flamini to Vicarelli. Vicarelli for three. That one doesn't go. Held on by Shawnee. Held on by Cherokee.
Look at that matchup. Look at that matchup.
Here's Kessler.
Come on, Gabby.
Hand off to Racinto. Racinto to Kessler.
Come on, look at the matchup. Gabby the ball, kid.
Arian tried to keep it in. Oreo gonna put this one back into play. Flamini crossing half court. There's Flamini. She'll draw a foul.
So it's Vicarelli. Vicarelli trying to get it inside to Nia Scott. Defended nicely by Ava Terry, and they do get it inside. Makes move left, left, right. There's no call there. Held her position, held her spot. Strong defense there by Ava Terry, and now here come the Chiefs. It's Jacinto. Out to the top of the key to Terrian. Terrian gives it off to Kessler. Kessler on the right. Back out top to Kennedy Wilburn, and a timeout by Coach Powell.
Things have kind of slowed down for both teams right now. I mean, we're not seeing the fast
And
pace
it's going
we
to be
saw
a
in the
full
first quarter.
timeout. Well, the defense are really getting up in people's faces here in this second quarter. Just one basket for Cherokee and one free throw for the Renegades. So it has been a certainly strong
quarter,
defense of effort by both squads. Couple of turnovers on each end, though, but that, those turnovers come from the good defense being played by either side.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach McGovern has to be happy with the way her team is playing so far, though.
I think the only thing that she probably isn't thrilled about is how many second chances and third chances and sometimes fourth chances that Cherokee has had. If that continues, if they start cashing those in, so to speak, this game could get away from them in a hurry. So.
Yeah, very quickly. Cherokee can very quickly take a game out of hand. They can put this one out of hand very easily. There's the pass. Goes out to Fricker. To Tarian. There's the drive for Cherokee. Big block by Vicarelli. Florio will come up with it.
Double teamed, and we get a foul.
Good offense, good forecheck there by Cherokee. Stepping right down.
Forecheck? Wrong sport.
Good offensive pressure there.
There you go.
By Cherokee.
Offensive rebounding pressure.
Offensive rebounding pressure by
So Jacinto misses
Cherokee.
the first one. Chiefs just 1 for 3 now from the free throw line. She makes the second. Lead up to 6 now.
There's Flamini.
Biggest lead of the game right now. Just a big possession for Shawnee.
Flamini to Hartman. Hartman to Nia Scott. Scott to Hine.
Turnover.
Cherokee will now make their way up the court. There's Kessler. Kessler to Tarian. Tarian will drive.
Blocking foul. Going to be on number 3, Kiera Hartman. Alexa Tarian goes to the line to shoot a pair. Second trip to the line for Alexa Terry this evening. She hit 1 out of 2 for the first time. Now she's 2 out of 3.
There's Terry trying to make it 3 for 4.
Caitlin Devaney comes in, and she does.
She makes it.
Chief lead up to 8 now. As we approach the 3-minute mark remaining in the first half. South Jersey Group 4 final. Girls basketball from Cherokee High School.
There's
and the
Flamini
drive, and
walking
she's
it
gonna have
down.
a chance for 3.
Flamini with the and one. 13-19.
Chance to make it 19-14 now.
Flamini with the old school 3-point play. Flamini's free throw will fall. Gonna make it 14-19. Bringing this back to a 2-possession game. Or no, 3 possessions still.
Nice.
And there's Cherokee answering right away, 21-14.
That's the nice cut slash across the lane that Terrian is able to get inside position and then just finish beautifully. Tough play to defend.
Flamini to Devaney. Devaney, defenders right in her face.
That's Kennedy Wilburn.
She'll give it to Hartman. Hartman to Vicarelli. Vicarelli looking for 2. She'll put it up. Cherokee will come away with the rebound. That's Avery Kessler.
Come on, Gab, matchup.
The freshman Kessler with the great pass. Quick passing to Terrian. Terrian tries to put it up.
I think that's an offensive foul.
I think that's going to be an
travel.
offensive foul.
I got no foul call. I think that was a travel. I think she called it a travel.
Here's Flamini. Flamini to Scott. To Florio. To Vicarelli. Back to Devaney. Over to Flamini. Up top to Florio. There's Devaney for 3. Devaney's just doesn't fall. A little bit too strong on it. Looks like there's going to be some discussion as to whose ball this is. And the rest are going to give it to Cherokee.
Now Olivia Kessler comes back in and replaces Avery Kessler.
Come on, Gabs, go. Go left. Yeah, you gotta exploit that matchup.
That's Fricker.
What's the matchup, Gabs?
Comes back out to Kessler. Kessler to Terrian. Terrian to Kessler. Cherokee taking their time, working around the top. 46 seconds left in the quarter. Scott, you think they're holding for one?
I don't think so. I think it's just good defense by Shawnee, but there's a 5-second double dribble.
Great play by Devaney. Taylor
I think that's just tough defense.
Yeah.
Good rotation on defense.
.35 seconds to go. Florio to Flamini. Flamini's going to try to drive.
And draw
She
foul.
kicks it out.
See who it's on. It's going to be on Racinto. So second.
Florio will put this one back into play for the Renegades.
15 foul for the Chiefs.
22 seconds left. There's Flamini. Puts it over to Davini. Davini for three. That one doesn't fall. Flamini comes out with the rebound.
I think we have a foul on the floor. It's on Olivia Kessler, her first.
16th foul for the 16th
Next one would
foul.
put him in bonus. Less than 10, single digits.
Out to Davini. Davini holding possession to Nia Scott. Nia Scott for two. That one doesn't fall. So we're going to end the first half 21-14. Chiefs holding on to the lead. 7-point game going into the third quarter. I mean, close though. I don't know if I'd say it really looks like a 7-point game. I mean, we've seen a lot of back and forth today.
A lot of missed opportunities on the offensive end
Both
for Cherokee.
sides, yeah.
I mean, they've dominated. I don't have stats there. They've dominated rebounding on the offensive glass.
We've had to spend at least twice as much time in Cherokee in the Shawnee defensive zone
From that
today.
perspective, I think Shawnee's got to be pleased to be down only 7 to give that many opportunities up.
Yeah.
So there you see the score at halftime. The Cherokee Chiefs 21, the Shawnee Renegades 14. We'll be back with second half action after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Main Street Auto. Automotive services you've counted on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Well, this is nice.
So, what do you want to talk to me about, Mom?
Oh, at school. Do they, have any of your friends ever taken drugs, sweetie?
I don't think so.
Does anyone ever talk about drugs at school?
Talking to your kids about drugs can be tough, so you'll need to be ready. For help, visit our website at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to Cherokee High School, where we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter in today's South Jersey Group 4 final between the Shawnee Renegades and the Cherokee Chiefs. I'm Scott Mitchell, joined by Scott Glosner.
Well, I'll tell you, Scott, it went pretty well. I think from Shawnee's perspective and what the score is, I'm sure they're not happy with the lack of defensive rebounding, and I'm sure the Cherokee's not happy with not taking advantage of all the second and third opportunities they've had in this game. And there's an early inside move by Kennedy Wilburn, and it'll draw the foul. Foul's going to be on number 11.
Sienna Vicarelli.
Her first personal, first team foul of the half.
A little bit different than the last half we saw. Scott didn't see a foul till about 6 minutes in.
Kennedy Wilburn makes the first one. Now looks to complete the 2 for 2 from the line. And she does.
2 for 2, 23-14.
Now it's the biggest lead of the ball game now, 9 points for the Chiefs.
There's Flamini.
Nice screen. Great defensive shift switch by Gabby Racinto because it looked like a perfect pick and roll. Racinto gets over there to knock it away. Renegades maintain possession, but nice defense by number 4 for the Chiefs.
There's Flamini. Flamini to Scott. Scott trying to put one up. She puts 2 points down. Great play by Nia Scott. Going to cut the lead back down to 7.
Much like we saw Ava Terrian get that great inside position, Nia Scott got a nice job, nice low spot on the block.
Yeah, good job boxing out the Cherokee player. There's Terrian putting one low. For 2, that one won't go. Hine will come up with the rebound. She puts it to Flamini. Flamini to Florio. Florio to Flamini. Flamini over to Vicarelli. Vicarelli to Hine. Hine over to Flamini. Flamini looked for Nia Scott. Didn't have it. That's back out to Vicarelli. Vicarelli to Flamini. Flamini to Scott. Scott to Vicarelli up top. Vicarelli will look. She shoots. That doesn't go. Nia Scott's gonna fight for it.
Possession, Shawnee.
Possession, Shawnee. Good play by Nia Scott. Comes up top to Vicarelli. Over to Flamini. Flamini looks to Hine. Hine's looking for Vicarelli. Pass isn't there. Jumping for it.
And it's going to be Cherokee's ball now.
Cherokee will now come up with the loose ball.
Turn around, turn around, turn around!
Oh, they're calling it on Shawnee.
Shawnee's second team foul.
Called it on Erin Florio. That's her second. And now the Chiefs come up court, leading by 7. Nice.
And there's 2 more for the Chiefs, 25-16. 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Very nice finish there by Kennedy Wilburn.
Shawnee working it up the top. There's Nia Scott for 2. That one won't fall. Vicarelli will come up the rebound. Out to Florio. Florio to Hine. Hine to Scott. Scott's going to drive. She'll get called for the foul, and she'll shoot 2 from the line. Good overall passing there by Shawnee.
Foul will be on Alexa Terry, and that'll be her second. First team foul. Nia Scott goes to the line to shoot a pair.
Terrian's not in foul trouble yet, but Cherokee's going to want to watch
Funny,
that.
we've called Nia Scott's name a fair amount of time. We do not. Nia Scott looking for her first point here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. She got it. Reverse jinx.
Yeah, she finds the first point of the evening. 25-17, 8-point lead.
It's Kessler. Needs some help and throws it away.
Some quick passing. There's a pass over to Scott. Scott to Hine. Hine to Vicarelli. Vicarelli to Scott. Over to Flamini. Flamini shoots 3. That drops for 3. Gonna make it 20-25. Shawnee's right back in this game, Scott.
Yes, they are.
5-point game, down to 2 possessions. Shawnee needs a big defensive stop here. Big offensive series here for Cherokee.
Drive that lane.
There's the shot for 3. That one doesn't fall, but Cherokee comes up with the rebound.
Gabby
putting it away.
nice put back.
Scott, you mentioned at the beginning of this
that
half.
Offensive rebounding again.
The offensive rebounding that Shawnee's giving up. Timeout, Shawnee. I'm sure that's what she's going to be talking about. You know. While we have a minute here, we'd just like to take a minute to thank the LDTV crew that makes all of the LDTV sports productions possible. Today, our Option 2 students, Matt Wrigley, Hannah Meyer, and Leah Clemens. Our Cherokee TV students, Mathley Briglia, Jack Denick, Cheyenne Crozier, and Jeff Price. And, of course, our LDTV staff, Dana Spera and Mark Cincini. And as always, our wonderful color commentator, Scott Klausner.
Did you mention our sideline reporter, or did you leave her out?
And our great sideline reporter, Madison Miller. It's now time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Madison Miller with the report.
Thanks, guys. This has been a really fast-paced game. I spoke to Cherokee's head coach, Ron Powell, and he said that his players need to start taking advantage of their opportunities and play better defense. I also had the chance to speak with Shawnee's head coach, Chrissy McGovern. She said if her players want to win today's game, they need to settle down on offense and look for good shots, not the first easy one. That's all I have for you now. Back to you.
Nice job by Madison over there. Appreciate the coaches taking some time to talk to Madison at halftime.
There's Scott to Hine. Hine was looking for Scott. Great defensive play by Cherokee. Terrian will take it up. 27-25. There's Terrian. Terrian for 2. That's going to be called on the travel on the Chiefs.
That travel was caused because the entry pass was tipped a little bit, and then Alexa wasn't able to get it clean, and then by the time she was able to hold it, both of her feet moved without dribbling, and of course that's the travel. But caused by Shawnee's defense.
It's up top to Vinny. Deviney looks for Scott. Scott's going to dive on it, keep possession. She rolls it to Deviney. Deviney to Flamini. Flamini to Nia Scott. Nia Scott for 2. Nia Scott puts 2 away, and she draws the foul. 22-27. Yeah, Scott, you said it a few minutes ago. Nia Scott really has started to turn it on here the last few minutes.
That is the 3rd foul on Gabby Recinto. 2:59 to go in the quarter. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Powell pulls her out for the remainder of the 3rd.
Nia
Scott completes the 3-pointer, and we're back to a 4-point game. What was on the verge of double digits just a couple possessions ago is back to 4 now.
Shawnee doing a good job of, clawing their way back into this game every time. It seems like Cherokee's going to start pulling away. There's Terrian. Down low to Rosito. Rosito puts 2 up.
Wilburn. Kennedy Wilburn.
Wilburn puts 2 up.
Gives her 10 now for the game. 5.5 minutes into the quarter. We have not seen any points in the second half from Alexa Terrian as of yet. Oh, that was close.
Vicarelli, wide open 3. She knocks down a 3-pointer. Brings it back to a 4-point game. A 3-point game. Clutch plays by the Renegades.
Low scoring, just what the Renegades want, a low scoring game.
Comes Flamini, not able to get it. Kicked out to the corner for 3. That one won't fall.
In and out from Kessler, and they could tie with a 3 here.
Flamini to Florio. Florio back out to Flamini. She puts it to Vicarelli. To Nia Scott. Scott to Davini. Davini looking for Nia Scott. Pass wasn't there.
Tough pass to complete. Nice try, but tough pass to complete.
Quick turnover.
Good rotation defense by the Chiefs.
Quick plays. Cherokee holding up top. 1 minute left in the third. 3-point game. Cherokee's driving, goes off the foot of Scott.
That'll be a kick.
That's in the Tarian. Tarian to Recito. Recito to Kessler. Nia Flamini with the block was being picked up by Cherokee for 2. She puts down 2. 31-26.
Katie Fricker with her first basket of the game. And there's a steal by Kennedy Wilbert, and she's off to the races. Lays it off, up
to Kessler. Kessler puts 2 away.
And just like that, it's back to 7 with the turnover and the finish. And there's another one. It's Kessler.
Another quick 2 points.
This time Olivia Kessler.
Flamini.
It'll count. No, it will not.
And just like that, we're back to a 9-point game.
Renegades had the ball. They had a chance to tie it with a 3 at 29-26. They miss. Cherokee basket creates back-to-back turnovers, and the lead is back up to 9. Biggest of the game as we end the third quarter. That's a tough stretch right there.
Absolutely.
That's a tough stretch.
That's really all you can say about that. That stretch you had there. I mean, Cherokee had some major momentum there. A couple, I don't want to say mistakes, but a couple unfortunate plays by the Renegades, and just like that, Cherokee takes advantage of it.
Go back to one of the keys of the game where it's Cherokee to play great defense, and they showed right there with those back-to-back turnovers. Takes us to the end of the third quarter, and after 3 quarters here at Cherokee High School, the score, the Cherokee Chiefs 35, the Shawnee Renegades 26. Back with the fourth quarter after these messages.
Do you have a favorite sports team from Cherokee, Lenape, Seneca, or Shawnee? The LRHSD app features complete athletic schedules for fall, winter, and spring seasons. Users can configure and personalize their calendar to follow one or more athletic teams. After adding teams to the calendar, choose to view events in list or month view. You can also tap on an event to see more details. The LRHSD app is available for free from both Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search LRHSD and start adding your teams today.
We're back into action here. The Renegades starting off the fourth quarter, down by 9. Vicarelli. Shakes across for Davini. Goes to Davini. Davini, the pass to Vicarelli, the spin move.
They're going to get Tarian on the block. That'll be her third.
7 minutes left. You start worrying about her fouling out, Scott?
And it's going to be a shooting foul. Interesting. No.
No, not at this point. You're not concerned about it?
Nope.
Vicarelli makes the first one. Back down to an 8-point game.
She's got enough experience that she knows she has 3 fouls and has to be maybe a little more cautious.
Yeah.
Although I do, if I'm Coach McGovern, now try to exploit the inside with Nia Scott, see if I can get that 4th foul.
Yeah.
See if I can get that fourth foul on Alexa Terry and Amy. Because then we have a difference. Then you might have to come out.
Wow, what a block by Florio. But Cherokee picking it right back up, putting 2 points down is number 21, Kennedy Wilburn. 10-point game. Now it's the biggest lead of the game, Scott.
Kennedy Wilburn, the biggest leading scorer in the game for Cherokee now with 12. There it is. There's the fourth one.
Carrying 4 fouls.
Now she's got to come out.
Yeah. You have to sub her. You can see Cherokee's coaches over there saying she has 4.
Almost look what I knew what I was talking about. First possession down, you get the ball into Nia Scott, you exploit that, and now we have 4 fouls, and she's going to have to go to the bench for not just a minute or 2. It could be a substantial amount of time.
You're going to want her out on the court for the last few minutes of this game.
Delaney Jackson, the freshman, number 5, checks in.
Nia Scott. That won't go.
9-point lead. The good news is you do have a 9-point cushion. So that is one good piece of news. Now you got to hold on. Now you got to protect the ball.
Yeah. This is where shot clock in high school really starts to become to an advantage.
And this is where you're going to see Kennedy Wilburn. That looks like a block on Shawnee. It is on the side. Number 11, personal foul will be on Vicarelli. Her second, third team foul of the half against Shawnee. It looks like we got a timeout. Called by Shawnee. 30-second variety. 6:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs with a 9-point lead.
If you're Coach McGovern, you gotta recognize the situation you're in. Tarian's now had a few minutes where you don't have to worry about Alexa Tarian on the court. Start pressing, play Nia Scott down low, and see if you can get some good points here. If you'd like to purchase this LDTV sports production or any other LDTV sports production, they're available online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV or for purchase at lrhsd.org/LDTV copies. 6:47 left. Cherokee holding on to a 37-28 lead.
I was waiting for our next promo for our next event. Won't be until springtime. So this will be my last event in the winter that I do for LDTV. So it's been a pleasure to work with all you guys.
Always is a pleasure.
As most of you know, I am the head golf coach, so I don't know if there'll be a playoff game that fits into my schedule or not. And if there's not, just one big thank you to all you guys. You guys are the best. Lenape District Television with John Donaldson and his crew, just phenomenal. And the opportunities that you guys, young ladies and young men have been afforded, I'm very honored to be a part of it.
We have a minute here, Scott Klausner, I'd just like to say, on behalf of everyone from LDTV Sports, John Donaldson, Becky, DJ, Dana, Mark, everyone in the office, all of the students that you've helped over the years, huge thank you to you, Mr. Klausner, all the time you contribute and everything you do. It's always a pleasure to work with you. And
thank you, Scott.
Always do a great job for us, helping us out.
Enough of the sentimental stuff. Let's watch some basketball.
Let's get back to the final.
Key 2 misses there by Kennedy Wilburn on the free throws. They could have stretched that up to 11. So
Florio looked for it. She didn't have it. She's going back for 2. That won't fall. Davini's going to try to get it.
I think they're going to get her. I think they're going to get Kaylin for a foul there on a reach over the top. Her first personal. 4th team foul, 5th team foul now on the Renegades.
Here's Shawnee.
Again, Cherokee, the lead is 9, as you can see. Patience. No rush.
Cherokee has no need to rush it right now. This game is over. All they need to do is
good
time
movement
management.
without the ball. Nice job there by number 5, Delaney Jackson, coming to the ball. Back out. Oh, thought about it.
Around the outside
that's
now.
Jackson. Avery Kessler. And then over to Olivia Kessler.
top. Cherokee working
Katie
around the
Fricker
arc.
there. I misspoke. That was Katie Fricker and not Olivia Kessler. There's Racinto. Again around the outside. Racinto. Ooh. Now that's a minute they've held it now. Here comes the double team. Oh, there's the strip, and they're going to call foul. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Tough one. From our angle.
Yeah, that looked like a clean play to us, but.
Now that's going to be a factor because that's 6 personal team fouls, I mean. So the next one puts Cherokee in the bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
that's going to be a backcourt violation.
She caught the ball on this side and actually stepped across the timeline. Up, here we go now. 4:54.
Tarian will check back into the game. Let's take another look at that with the Ivy Rehab replay. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com. There you can see the foul again.
Oh, there I see the reach.
Yeah,
Yep.
she did.
From the angle we had, you couldn't see, but from that angle, nice job on the camera up there. Excellent work.
That's out to Davini. Davini for
That's
3.
a long one.
Oh. That one won't go. Tarian will.
How many threes? I assume she's the brother of the.
Connor and Dylan Davini.
Yeah. Boy, how many 3 balls did they sink in their career?
Yeah.
Kaylin's only a freshman. I'll tell you, Coach McGovern's got Kaylin, Davini, and Nia Scott in their freshman year. It's a program on the rise, my friend.
Absolutely.
Kennedy Wilburn drives in, scores, and she's going to get one.
There's Wilburn, absolutely dominating tonight. Absolutely dominating.
Now, if she makes it the conventional, old school, as we like to call, 3-point play, the Chiefs' lead will be 12. And she does.
There it is. So Wilburn's going to put Cherokee up by 12. There's a long 3. That one won't fall.
Oh, nice shot. Big, deep rebound. Another 3.
That one's going to fall.
That's Erin Florio. Remember last time they held the ball for, what, a minute and a half?
Shawnee needs to start playing aggressive.
You might have to consider fouling.
Yeah, I mean, they're already in the bonus, so
hope they go to the line.
Yeah.
Hope they go to the line and miss their free throws, right?
Yeah. I mean, Cherokee hasn't been bad from the line. Oh, that's a
loose ball kicked up by the Renegades, and that's a foul on Kessler.
Nine-point game, 3:21 left. Florio will play this one back in for the Renegades. Flamini to Vicarelli.
Oh, tipped, but
tipped,
oh,
and to Scott. Nia Scott will put one up.
Oh, they're letting them play a little bit on the inside, aren't they? Coach Powell over there wanting to call.
Yeah.
Tell you what, he probably ought to just sit down because that could have been a foul, and it wasn't called. So,
Flamini.
3 minutes now remaining in the fourth
Florio,
quarter.
back to Flamini, to Scott, out to Florio, to Flamini.
Notice they have Kennedy Wilburn now on Nia Scott.
There's wide open Florio.
And just as I say that, Wilburn will commit her second foul. But you notice they switched. It was, most of the game had been Terrian on Nia Scott. Once Terrian got her 4th foul, they have now moved Kennedy Wilburn over to.
Timeout, Shawnee. They
have now moved Kennedy Wilburn over to guard Nia Scott, and they've moved Alexa Terrian over to Kaylin Devaney. 2:46 to go. Scott, it's going to take a big one here. You're going to knock down these free throws. You're going to have to put some real pressure
on the offensive
well,
side, on the
when they
defensive
start
side,
to inbound, yeah. If they make, let's say they make both, you know, you've cut the lead to, what, 7. You get a turnover, maybe you hit a 3. Now we got a 2-possession game with still 2+ minutes to go. Big free throws and then big defensive play coming up once they inbound.
Yeah, you know, it's these type of situations that really, when you hear people making arguments for shot clocks in high school, I mean, you have a good team like Cherokee is that's good at moving the ball around. If they get the ball, that could be your game. I mean, they wasted a minute and a half last time.
And at some point, you know you have to foul because they're not going to turn it over. They've had a couple today, nothing outrageous in terms of numbers of turnovers.
Cherokee has the bonus, so they're shooting 2 no matter what.
Nah, 1 and 1 until they get to 10, 1 and 1, but you're right, bonus. 1 and 1 to start. So you foul, you hope they miss the front end, and now you got, you got to stop. So all starts with the free throws here first.
Yep.
I believe it's going to be
Florio's going to be shooting.
He's got 3 points this evening, 1 3-ball here in the second half. Now looks to add to that total.
Florio makes the first. Cuts the lead to 8. Florio misses the second. Nia Scott with the play to come up on it. Flamini gets right back up.
And Olivia Kessler were over there battling for it. Nia Scott was over there diving for it.
Shawnee keeps possession. There's to Flamini. Flamini hands it off to Vicarelli. Vicarelli, quick pass to Flamini. 2:30. To Florio. Florio to Vicarelli. To Scott. Scott shooting for 2.
Very nice switch defensively because Shawnee was trying to run a play where they come over and they have to make Terry and pick up Nia Scott, and Kennedy Wilbert stayed right with her and switched it so that she stayed on Nia Scott. Couple of ticks over 2 minutes now. And Coach Powell wants another timeout.
Well, it's now time for the All-State Good Hands play of the game. Sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. All-State, you're in good hands.
This was a great drive by Kennedy Wilburn after the loose ball was there and she picked it up. That was in that stretch right there at the end of the third quarter when they scored 6 in a row there. Yeah, she's been stellar on offense, been tough on defense, and is doing a nice job now. Her new assignment is to cover number 55, Nia Scott, and that's not an easy assignment. Cherokee ball to inbound. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the game. Chiefs have an 8-point lead. And it's into Wilburn.
Now 2 minutes left.
Drives on DeVenny. Cut off by Nia Scott. And another timeout as she got trapped on the baseline.
Yeah, you're almost looking for another 5, maybe get a 5-second violation. You don't want another turnover there.
And that's why Coach Powell quickly called time. Good response by the Renegades coming out of that timeout, though. Looked like the Chiefs had a design play called up or dialed up and defended nicely by Shawnee. So now I think if you're Shawnee, you can't let more than 25 or 30 seconds go by.
No, you have to
if you can let that much go by.
I think more like 10 to 15 is all you can really afford if you're Shawnee before you start fouling.
Because they're not going to turn it over 4 times for you, the 8 points. Even if you hit 2 threes, they're not going to turn it over 3 more times, I wouldn't think. Now, it's possible, but the odds are not in your favor of that.
No.
Chiefs doing a great job of coming to the ball now. making those shorter passes, and we've got the foul there, and that's going to send, looks like Kessler to the line, Olivia Kessler probably. Foul looks like it's going to be on number 11, Vicarelli. That should be her third, I believe. And that's Olivia Kessler to the line. 1-1 now. She makes the first, she gets the second. And she
Kessler makes the first.
not only makes it, she drilled it right in the center. Nothing but the bottom of the net, as they say. Of course, for those who don't know, Olivia Kessler is the niece of Shawnee head coach, boys basketball coach Joe Kessler.
Joe Kessler's floating around here somewhere.
I don't know. He's also the head golf coach.
Talked to him earlier today. I think he said he was going to
come over afterwards.
Yeah, he asked for a quick shout out. Always make sure that people know he's supporting the Renegades.
He certainly has earned a shout out.
Yeah.
No fouls here if you're Cherokee.
Florio for two. Florio knocks down two.
And quickly, Coach McGovern will call a timeout. Full timeout.
Well, it's not. I don't want to say it's out of reach for the Renegades, but
right now it's three possessions. But you got to get some stops.
Yeah.
Or you got to foul.
And you got to hope that they miss
And
that
I think
first
you're
foul.
more likely to foul than you are to get the stops.
Yeah.
In terms of the turnovers, because unless they have an uncontested layup with nobody within 7 feet of them, they're going to kick that ball back out. So I don't think there's any choice that the Renegades, you got to try to maybe steal an inbound pass.
Yeah.
If you don't get that, you got to quickly foul, and that's what this game could come down to. So what has really been a close game, as we see 7 points with 1:21 to go. Sometimes these games turn into, the fouls and one team makes, then you're shooting threes. And what might be an 18-point win was really a 6 or 7 point game.
Yeah.
So, all right, Renegades, big defensive stand here. They need one. She can run the baseline. That's what the official was telling her there, because it came after a made free throw. And that's a turnover or a kick.
Yeah, Nia Scott will kick that one out. Smart
I
play by
like
Scott.
the Nia Scott on the ball, make it more difficult to inbound. Nice break by Cherokee. Shawnee gets back quickly on defense.
You got to foul. You have to foul. You have to foul. Where's the foul? You got to foul. You can't. You're wasting too much time.
Yeah, now you're down to a minute. You've already lost 50 seconds or 30 seconds now. And there's the foul. Foul is going to be on Gia Flamini.
Yep.
It's going to send Kessler back to the line again for the same 1-1. She made the front end of the last one, missed the second. 1 minute exactly, as we see the clock on the screen there. See the 7-point Cherokee lead, and number 12, Olivia Kessler at the line.
Kessler will miss it.
Unfortunately for the Renegades, that's exactly what they needed. They're going to call offensive on Vicarelli. Wow. That'll be her fourth. Now you have to foul almost as soon as they get it in. And we're double bonus now, so it's going to be 2 shots. They're going to bring it back out. Still no foul. And there's the foul. That'll be on number 14, Erin Florio.
She makes it.
Katie Fricker.
Fricker makes the first one. And Fricker makes the second one. 43-34, Cherokee.
9-point lead with under 40 seconds to go. Now you got a 3-ball it now.
You just got to shoot. You got to shoot. There's the shot.
Vicarelli, it is for 3. It's no good. It goes off to Venny's hand.
And quick
saved
turnover.
in. Chiefs have it. And there's another foul with 23 to go. Looks like this is going to send Kessler to the line for 2. 23 to go, 22 to go now. And this is the scenario where if you don't make your threes and you foul, this game's going to look like it was a bigger spread than really what it was. Because this was right down there to 4. At one point, they got it to 4. If you remember, one got it to 3 at one point. Right near the end. Right near the end of the third quarter when they cut it to 3 and they missed, and Cherokee got 2 turnovers in a row and went on a quick 6-0 spurt, which put the lead to 9. It put the Renegades in a very difficult position.
Kessler drains both of them. 45-34. 11-point lead. 23 seconds.
There comes Kennedy Wilburn. What a monster game. Here comes Alexa Terry. Give the Renegades credit. They held Alexa Terry scoreless the entire second half. Who stepped up? Number 21, Kennedy Wilburn. A team, that's what this is all about tonight. Long 3 ball. Oh. And now with 11, we'll see if they're just going to walk it up. There's going to be no foul. The Chiefs are going to win South Jersey Group 4.
And that'll end the South Jersey Group 4 final. Cherokee coming out on top of Shawnee. The score of 45-34. Tough way to end the season for Shawnee.
It is.
Congratulations to Cherokee. Cherokee's right where they expect it to be. South Jersey Group 4 champions.
See the celebration going on over there. So there's your final score. Cherokee Chiefs, South Jersey Group 4 champions as they defeat the Shawnee Renegades 45-34. We'll be back with our player of the game following these important messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Main Street Auto. Automotive services you've counted on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
There you can see Cherokee celebrating with the South Jersey Group 4 championship trophy.
Well, been a few years. They've had a lot of heartbreak, in the South Jersey Group 4 finals, a couple times losing to Lenape. But this time on home court with a packed gymnasium. Even though Shawnee did a great job on Alexa Terry, the Chiefs, as the team that they are, found a way to win
Cherokee had a lot of players step up and
the
really
Group 4 title.
make some great plays.
Fans kind of congregating on the court. All the parents of the Cherokee kids, of course, very, very happy. It's, you know, it's tough thing when you're a senior, though, and it's your last game for Shawnee.
Well, it's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game. 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Madison Miller, standing by for the interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with our player of the game, Kennedy Wilburn, number 21 from the Cherokee Chiefs. She had 15 points this game. You just won the South Jersey Group 4 championship. How do you feel?
It's just, I'm overwhelmed with joy because my team hasn't won this since my freshman year, and I just knew that my senior year we had to go out with a bang.
That's amazing. And when you scored in the third quarter and your team had that 10-point lead, what was going through your head?
I just knew we had to pick up the pace because Shawnee was picking up the pace too, so I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and my team knew it wasn't going to be easy, so we just had to pick up the pace and play our hearts until the end.
Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Madison. Congrats on a great season to all of the Cherokee players. Cherokee's not done yet, though.
They'll now move on to play the Central Jersey champs. So there it is, and for one last time in the winter.
Well, there you see it, the Shawnee Renegades being defeated by the Cherokee Chiefs by a score of 45-34 in the South Jersey Group 4 final. What could possibly be the last time? On behalf of Scott Klausner, Madison Miller, and everyone here at LDTV Sports, I'm Scott Mitchell.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans